a potential car that you might be looking for. Thousands of dock workers along the East and Gulf Coast went on strike earlier this week, and it comes after negotiations between the International Longshoremen's Association and the U.S. Maritime Alliance failed to yield a new contract. Now, if you didn't know, Georgia relies on the port of Savannah to import billions of dollars in goods every single year. So this strike is really significant, especially the longer it goes.
11 Alive's Joe Ripley is reporting from Cobb County, and families are already planning for the backlogs and higher prices.
All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. You hear it, man, this whole quote-unquote port strike. It really just shows you, man, right here in the book of Proverbs 20 and verse 24, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Because as I heard some of the leaders behind this strike, if you will, all right, this rebellion, it wasn't it sounded like a bunch of BS, to be honest. Now, and the reason why I say that is because what they're saying, basically, I guess they're tripping about money. Well, look at the veterans. Look at teachers. They're drastically underpaid and underappreciated, just like the veterans, just like those gentlemen, all right, that work on those docks are. So, we're all going through it. Them making that decision, which isn't really their decision, if you understand scriptures and understand Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it's really the Lord that is putting a rebellious spirit on these men to do so, because what they're coming up with, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for them to be wanting money, just like everybody else wants more money, needs more money, feel like they're underappreciated for the hard work that they do, man, and the diligence that they give in relation to their career or job. We're all going through it, man. So that doesn't mean you guys get a hissy fit and decide that you're gonna go on strike. If that's the case, there's gonna be more strikes to come. Babylon the Great is gonna follow suit, and pretty soon, because of the lack of bread, everybody's just gonna quit, and then eventually it's gonna be riots out in the street, man. We've seen this happen time and time again, but this is what we are warning our people for, what's about to happen. And again, understanding that Yahweh Shema Shah is very, very important in these times to come, so that you won't bug out and be like, ooh, why are they doing this, or why are they doing that, or these people are really that crazy. Well, we've been prophesying this, man, and we're telling you through the Spirit who's actually running this. Man's goings are of the Lord, man. All right, and I got that in the NLT. Same precept, Proverbs 20 and 24. The Lord directs our steps, so why try to understand everything along the way? Why try to like myself, because I just can discern how full of crap that these guys are. And it I started to understand through the Spirit that this has to be from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's the Lord that directs a man's path. So it's the Lord putting the Spirit on these people to rebel and to go on strike, just like the Lord is making the Babylonians, all right, the so-called Americans, fed up with the whole migrant situation. All right, he's allowing the migrants to come over here and get these resources that should be readily available to the Americans, man. They're getting fed up. The Lord is doing this thing. And of course, the wars and the rumors of wars, all right, the Lord is going to put it in the hearts of men to war, to go ahead and do this. None of them really want to do this, all right, and take it to a nuclear war level, because they, for the most part, understand the consequences of their actions. They understand that once they go, pull the trigger, if you will, press the button, that there's no coming back from this, man. And they don't know how the earth is going to be. They know by Yahweh Shema Oshah and the prophets. So I mean, they're already moving in a fearful spirit, but they don't want to do this, man, because they don't know what they're getting into, but they're so greedy, All right, and wicked, of course, they're gonna go try to go through with it with the whole big world war and the new world order and the mark of the beast and all these things like that, man. So we just gotta stay circumspect and remember the Lord is in control, man. All right. Um, back that up right quick in the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 21, to show you that the Lord can absolutely straight up control people, man. All right. And the Lord, Yahweh, said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand, but I will harden his heart that he shall not let the people go. So there's your, a historical account of how the Lord, deals, man. All right. And he, for his own will and his purpose, will absolutely control people. Just like we're saying, Esau Edom is the created, all right, wicked nation, and he's gonna go into captivity after ours is up. All right, these are all the wills of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. So just like the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, he's gonna harden these so-called leaders upon the earth to go ahead and go to war, to come in like a madman, sparing none, man. All right, and the Babylonians, one thing about it, once you start to disrupt their folly, all right, because they don't really care about working as long as they can get their little breaks, man, and enjoy, their summers and their weekends and things like that. The Babylonians, all you gotta do is give them a little bit of bread and circus, and they'll continue in this perpetual cycle that they have, been continuing in for quite some time. Now there's been an issue within that convenience, man, and the people are not gonna go for it. All right, and that's just talking about the folly. How much more when there is an actual lack of bread, there's a famine, all right, and there's a great pestilence upon the earth, especially Babylon the Great. Man, people are gonna freak out, and they're gonna result into what we're prophesying, chaos, destruction, violence. The Lord said he came to not send peace upon the earth, all right, but a sword, all right, symbolic for war and division, all right, neighbor against neighbor, mother against daughter. All these things are happening on a small scale, but it's soon to grow out of control, man. And the only way that they're going to be able to restore control upon this earth is to reset it with their new world order. They want to microchip everybody, all right, so that they could, keep tabs on everybody, have all the information in one place, which is going to be on that microchip. And of course, they got more solutions, man. They got enough money to do whatever right now. They want to throw the earth into chaos so they can come with their solution, which is again the new world order, and that mark of the beast. And without that mark of the beast, you're not going to be able to participate in this quote unquote new world, all right, with the universal income and such. Make everybody broke, continue to drain people's bank accounts via the inflation or via, cyber attacks, all right. Make it so that you're absolutely dependent on the government, all right, and that's what we're trying to warn our people from, and to have actual faith in their power, which is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But that's what that hour of temptation is for, this period of time that the Lord is going to try the inhabitants of the earth. He's going to try the naysayers, all right, the ones that say that they are children of the Lord and they're believers and they're followers of Yahweh Bahashem or Yahweh Shai. Well, the Lord is getting ready to test you by taking away your goodies and your comforts, and then we're going to see where your faith really lies, man. Lord willing, we're of the Lord's hopeful elect, and that we keep our integrity and that we endure all the way to the end of this thing, man. Everyone else, they're going to start breaking bad pretty soon, man. All right. Some of the most soft-spoken people on this earth are going to be some of the most treacherous, man. A lot of that is going to be women, man. Hey, your mama, your grandmother, all right, old girl down the street, your teachers. They're gonna freak out, man, because they're not built for this, man. And that's why the Lord has us on this particular journey, this path. When in relation to chastisement, the Lord say, if He chastises you, paraphrasing that, He deals with you as a son, man. All right, so if you're not getting messed with, all right, by Yahweh by Shema Shai, man, you probably aren't gonna be built up to make it through this. You ain't never fasted. You ain't never been arrested in handcuffs. The Lord ain't never chastised you, so you're not gonna know how to deal with this. You've been living, a life of luxury. All right, some of you Israelites, man. All right, look at Diddy. He been rich since the '90s. Let him tell it. Let us see it from what we see on the outside looking in. He been rich since the '90s, man. All right, and to go from that to a jail cell, oh man, that's what everybody's getting ready to go through, man. All right, that's why it's important to have balance, man. You want to get your daily bread, of course, because we need our daily bread, but we don't want to be super rich like that. Because a great is that fall, man. Give me neither riches nor poverty is what we've been taught, man, and that's a great way to look at it. Because hey, if you too poor, you're gonna be doing a bunch of treacherous things to try to survive, and if you're too rich, then you're not gonna need Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh. So we pray for our daily bread, and we pray for balance, so that when we are changed to that low estate, hey, and that's in relation to the temptation that comes with serving the Lord. The Lord said, when you come to Him, prepare your heart and your soul for temptation, man. All right, and the fact that bad things are gonna happen along with the good, but we got to keep our integrity, man, because we're all gonna be brought to a low estate, a low place here pretty soon, man. Especially if we don't take that mark of the beast, man. All right. The book of Isaiah 29 and 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for so much as this people, the Hebrew Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and the fear toward me is taught by the precept of man. All about just talking good, their lip service, all right? They talk a good game, but the precept, the fear, which is a lack thereof, towards Yahweh Shemashah, it's taught by our oppressors, man. And our people don't want to hear that they're doing something wrong. They're too stubborn in that regard, man. All right. In the book of Isaiah 30, verse 9, it reads that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. So here we are, prophesying, teaching our people, and it's just a lot of them just will not hear. They're rebellious. They're a bunch of liars, man. All this stuff happening upon the earth, and things are getting ready to drastically change, man. Our people just don't want to hear it, man. But soon as their fat is in the fire, that's when they want to act like they're super holy and super righteous and be praying and calling upon whoever they think the Lord is. All right. And then verse 10 would say to the seers, which are prophets, all right, see not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. So our people would rather believe a lie than hear the truth, man. All right. All these lies, they rather hold on to that God loves everybody. All right. The name Yahweh Yahweh Shah, still not able to receive that. They rather hear deceits. They rather hear prosperity gospel. They rather hear the blessings that can be attained from serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, instead of, oh, there's a great tribulation, oh, there's a big test coming, oh, the mark of the beast, oh, Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations are going into slavery under the Hebrew Israelites, man. That's too deep. That's a stumbling block for them. So they'll just change it, or they'll just shut their ears and not receive the words of the Lord, man, and they're going to be destroyed because of it. It's nothing that we can do. The blood is out off of our hands. All right. So all we got to do is just be patient, remain circumspect, and just see, man, hey, the Lord is moving things around, man. You got hey, this port strike, it could cause Babylon to get further out of hand. It's already slipping out of hand. I'm stumbling today. This election is a joke. All right. You can just tell it's not serious. That whole serious spirit that Babylon had, in the previous years, and different administrations, it's completely out the window. It's just a bunch of slander and a bunch of cussing. And, when they do these debates and things like that, it's a joke, man. All right. And again, you hear the wars and the rumors of wars, and Babylon the Great is getting involved in this. And of course, the inflation that on top of these guys going on strike. Hey, there's been a lot of storms that the Lord is sending through this guy. It's causing people to be homeless. It's causing people to experience famines and to be without water and adequate food, clothing, and shelter like that. All right. So, I mean, all it just needs to continue, man. It's already started. This just the beginnings of the sorrows that the Lord spoke of in Matthew the 24th chapter. It's going to intensify, and it's going to be more frequent, man. All right. And we just got to stay prayed up, man. All right. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13. There have no temptation taking you but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So we got to remember that nothing that is brought upon us, we should be able to handle it, man. Whatever is brought upon us, the Lord is not going to put anything upon a specific individual or an organization or a nation collectively. Us as a nation, all right, the Lord's hopeful elect, Lord willing, he's not going to put anything upon us as a whole, all right, individually and as a whole, that we're not going to be able, all right, to stand. So that mark of the beast, we got to have enough faith and strength to be able to trust in the Lord, man. All right, to be tempted that you're able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear. And that's why the Lord also taught us to watch ye therefore and pray always, that we are worthy to escape these things, man. So we need to be looking for that escape route, all right, that way to escape. And ultimately, we know this is a rescue mission, and we're looking to be rescued by a Yahweh Shai and that host of holy angels, man. All right, so we just got to make it there, get to the our exfil point. And where we're going to be picked up at, we have no idea. But eventually, man, the Lord is going to come save his hopeful elect, man. And that's what we want to be a part of. All right. So right now, we just got to continue doing what we're doing through the Spirit, serving the Lord, keeping the laws to the best of our ability, and feeding the sheep, man. All right. Other than that, it's really in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We just want to make sure we're doing everything that we can do, so the Lord is not displeased with us, and make sure that we don't have any blood on our hands from not warning these people. All right. So when the Lord does bring that full wrath, they don't have any cloak for their sins, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Till next time, Shalom.